Let's see. Let's see if it goes back on Facebook. Probably will. Yeah, I think it's done now. Yeah. Okay. All right. Talking a lot today. Yeah. Did it work there? Is it back on? Yeah, mute your mic there. Yeah, mute your mic there because you can't do that with putting that on and this on. It'll start messing things up here. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Hare. Yeah, I mean, this relationship with Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya's, without this association, how can anybody begin to understand it? You cannot even discern the difference between spiritual feelings and material feelings. People don't know. That's you. If anybody's ready, they need to have this. You couldn't even go to the spiritual world because you'd be bewildered. You don't know. You have to have this training here. You have to start to taste these things. Yeah. Yeah. So it's imperative. Anybody wants to move on. Otherwise, you stay on the Vaidhi, still materialistic Vaishnavism. You do external ceremonies and all that because you can't assimilate this transformation, from the spirit, material feelings, material emotions, and material mind of speculation and spiritual reality. This is so rare what we're doing. Here we're tasting the spiritual world, which is the only way to know it. By awakened spiritual body. It has like a spiritual tongue to taste this. And without speculation, that's why you got to hear from devotees. If anybody is having difficulty with ras, tasting ras, and some are, it's because of their minds. You could see they have a different mindset. They can't transcend speculation because they believe something else. They believe something else is Krishna. See? And really holding tight to that, but they can't taste these mellows. They can't read the books like the devotees here that are tasting. See, with that kind of ecstasy. You notice? That's proof in the pudding. You may bullshit yourself, think, oh, I'm just like old Hari. Oh, yeah, I have ecstasy. But you can't read these like books like Lolita does. She's following the real path. See? And those who have a different opinion are following the false path. Even here. So don't be confused. There are people, they just very deep ingrained, think they know, and they really want to, it's a competitive thing in there. But we'll break them if they stick around. See, if you're really getting this Bhakti Lata Bish, you get rid of your own opinion and you just listen to the opinions of those where they're in Ras, because they're the only ones who know the real thing. You got to taste your way into the kingdom of God. And if you're tasting the real thing, you'll be able to pick up Caitanya Lila, and it proves that you're a real devotee because this relationship is there, or the holy name and the tears start coming because of intimacy and ecstasy. Otherwise, you're just bullshitting yourself and others. That's all. And maybe bullshitting neophytes here who can't quite get, yet. Yeah. While I'm here, I'm not going to let this Sangha go down because of the false path. I'm going to keep it buoyant above the illusion. Isn't that nice to have that kind of strength here? Not on my watch. You know, in Narottam's day, they had some sahajas too. They thought they really had it, you know. But Narottam and the Sri Shamananda, they converted them. And they became real devotees. Not false ones, not sahajas. They got the real Ras because of the association with real devotees. They showed them the real standard. The real standard is, hey man, if you love the name of Lord Caitanya and the name of Radha and Krishna so much so that you cannot help but show the symptoms of love if you're a teacher. You cannot help it, you know? So that's an expert. That's real Krishna consciousness. But you got to have a real associate to teach you that. Most are not real yet. We go all the way with Krishna here. Okay? All the way to home base. Conjugal. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Oh, my wonderful Lord. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Oh, God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, this is great. Okay. Let's just chant this name forever, man. Let's just be picked up into the whirlwind. Hare Krishna, love of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. You know, the big problem here is sometimes you get too much of an experience of closeness with Krishna, and then people get scared. Oh, I don't know what will happen. So don't worry. Just be easy. You know, take it easy. Go as much as you can. You just, you know, I've heard this a lot. I don't know, man. I don't know what will happen. It's just so wild and so ecstatic, you know. What will happen? Will I, explode or something? I don't know. Yeah, just keep developing, nice and slow and easy. It's okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So many tears of joy, yes. Yeah, there'll just be more and more and more. Just stay in sadhu sangha. Don't ever, while it's here, don't ever leave it, man. The internet can go down any day. Really. People, they don't know nowadays. They can just kill this. There's a kill switch. Boom, finished. Take advantage every day. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Otherwise, there'll be lamentation and gnashing of teeth. Hare, woe unto those who do not have sadhu sangha. Deep woes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, we worship a happy God, an ecstatic God, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. That's right, Amy. Slow and steady. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Jai Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Jesus. Jesus. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Bhagavad Gita says, Krishna says you must seek that place where you go and you never return again. Yeah, that's the place. That's here. You never return. And you don't have to, but you don't return, but you're here. Okay? You bring people to that place where they never return, even though, because you have to have a return, man. The return is here. Okay? I ain't returning anywhere. I'm staying. I have found that place of no return. And if anybody else wants to find it, better find it here, man. Hare Krishna. Otherwise, those who go and they're gone, man. Where are they? Hey, man. I got that. I'm there. Others are there, getting there too, and know what I'm talking about. We're not returning back to material life, man. We're in spirit, man, in Krishna, and we're here in this world. We hold the door open. Nobody else does. We're in that place, aren't we? When you chant the holy name in ecstasy and intimacy, that's the place, man. And while the ecstatic devotee is here, the door is open. When they're not here, the door is shut. You don't even know what it is, where it is. You don't know who God is. Satchidananda is not in the revelation. It's not revealed. Hiding this relationship hides the relationship. Simple as it is. This is why the devotees of Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod and Prabhupada, this relationship wasn't clearly or deeply revealed. See? That's for us, the people that can increase their relationship. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. River looks like a teeny bopper. Go ahead, bop your head a little bit. Let's see a teeny. There we go, teeny bopper. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah, I like this transcendental return. You want to invest? Hey, you investors out there, material investors in gold and silver. Oh man, but this is the gold and silver. This gold and silver lasts forever, man. Come here, find out what real gold and silver is. You big gurus and sannyasis out there, come in and find out. We'll teach you what real gold and silver is. Real wealth, man. Chanting a holy name in ecstasy, in intimacy. Oh, lasts forever. That's the shelter of Krishna. Until we do that, we don't have the shelter of Krishna, the full shelter. It's full. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Caitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Thank you, Amy. I just feel so happy when people appreciate what I appreciate, are getting that, because it's extraordinary, it's extraordinary here, what's coming here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh my Lord Krishna. Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Shri Radhe. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, I can just feel it's going to be a great Bhagavad Gita class today. We'll just piss off Karuna. We're going to give a really Bhagavad Gita 10-10. That's what we're going to do that one again. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, my Lord Krishna, my Lord Krishna, my Lord Krishna. Jai Jesus, my Lord Jesus, my Lord Prabhupada, my Lord Caitanya, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama. You know why we piss people off, man, Because we represent the highest truth. See? So it makes people mad. What is this? What are you showing us? Well, we're just showing you the highest truth is Hare Krishna with tears and laughter. Everything else is more or less illusions. Yeah. So, it bestows benefit on everyone to see that, whether they resist it or not. Even the Vaidis, Vaidhi Bhaktas, what rules regulate, just seeing this, it bestows benefit because automatic purification, right? By seeing the truth. Even though you don't accept it, doesn't matter, you see it. You see something that you can't usually see. That's why usually the devotees, they go where they never come back and never see them anymore. See, like Leela avatars, the Lord Chaitanya and his associates. See, they bring what you can't see into this world so people can see it. See? You get a preview of the spiritual world. It's this. Can Sadhu show this? Can Acharya Dev show this? I only mention their names because this is a personal philosophy. Did you notice? Bhagavatam is full of persons. They have names. So our Bhagavatam, our living Bhagavatam is full of persons with names. You notice that? That's why, why don't you give a more impersonal discussion of Krishna consciousness? Why do you have to name names? Well, this is a personal philosophy. Everybody fits in their place. We have Solomon there, right? Sadhguru Solomon. He fits in the history. He's just repeating the history. See? So if he learns, because we're here to say, hey, that's King Solomon there, incarnate. And what was the result of following that path? It's all foolishness, all this wisdom. Because it is. You don't see me speaking about that stuff. It's all what do they call foolhardy, foolishness. Oh, folly. It's all folly. See? It's all folly for nothing. Futile. This isn't futile. This lasts forever. Lord Chaitanya said, knowledge is fleeting, but devotion to Radha and Krishna lasts forever. So I like to do the unpopular thing. I like to name names. It gets it really clear, man. Let's put the finger in the wound. That's where the healing is. You got to put the transcendental finger in the wound and kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Hey, what are you dashing my illusions for? I believe Sadhguru was a Sadhguru who could deliver me and all this. And Gohari says this. Well, I've got to do my job, right? People, isn't that they're supposed to point out illusion, destroy ignorance and all that? Isn't that, hey, that's the job description. Unpopular job, Most people believe in illusions. What can I do, I say this is the only thing that's real is chanting Hare Krishna in ecstatic union with God, chanting his pastimes, his qualities, and in relishing and tasting those is the only truth in this world worthy of pursuing for everybody. Of course, not everybody will follow. They won't believe this, but some will. Those who have sufficient intelligence, because Krishna is giving it, will see the value of this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. We read that verse yesterday. Your questions, so was it one of these sages said, your questions are wonderful because they relate to Lord Krishna. See, they are the highest welfare. They are the highest welfare. So Lord Chaitanya used to speak like this. Even he was even harder in a sense. He said, anybody who doesn't talk about Krishna and or God, if you don't have these discussions about relationship, because that's it, man. If you don't see everything in relationship to God, even the name God, that's good. That's a start. That's good. And then the more personal aspect, Krishna. In our line, it's see everything in relationship with Krishna. Oh, Shama-san. All right, she wants to jump in. Here she is, Shama-san. All right, she's jumping in for a little bit. Good. Yeah, see everything in relationship with Krishna is an illusion. Man. See, all this so-called wisdom. See, that's why I like Paul's preaching, man. He knew the essence too. He said, man's wisdom is foolishness to God. See, well, you don't get man's wisdom here. This is God's wisdom. This is imparampara, man. This is disciplic line. This is chit understanding. This is transcendental knowledge. You can transcend illusion. This isn't man's knowledge here. Man's knowledge is like Sadhguru talking about this and that and everything, and not about his soul's awakened relationship with the Lord. It's not even awakened. If it was, you would talk about who you love. Don't you talk about your child when you've got a new baby? It's, oh, he's so cute. Well, hey, man, when Krishna is born in your heart, you're going to discuss the greatness and how fantastic that is, right, Shama-san? She knows. That's why she talks about Krishna, man. Every opportunity when they say so. She talks about who she's passionate about, what she's really into. She's really into Krishna. I know where she's at. She knows her life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. I just love making love to God right in front of everybody. Oh, isn't that is, Rupa Goswami would never do that, right? So they say, who the heck knows this? I think only the ones who can't make love to God in front of anybody says that. Where they don't know the value of it. They don't know how it purifies the whole universe. Lord Caitanya said, devotees who chant the holy names in ecstasy purify the universe. Well, by the way, he's just saying, to those who make love with God, purify the universe. Same thing, synonymous term, that's all. I just like to just put it like it is. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to make love? Don't we all like to make love with a man or a woman? The world's the highest happiness. Can you imagine what it would be like to make love to the Lord? This is not a dirty topic. This is a very clean topic. This is a very purifying topic. It's a very ecstatic topic. Just sink into this one, making love with God. Yeah. There's nothing to do with the genitals. You can't do it like that. No. It's from the chest up, above the solar plexus, up, that kind of upward. The soul, soul to supreme soul. Yeah, that's where it's at, man. That's what we're teaching here. Does anybody want to learn that? Do you think Sadhguru can teach that? Do you think Acharya Dev can teach that? Do you think Muji can teach that? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Oh, what do we do? Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare. Did you want to say something, Chama-san? Do you want to share anything? No? Okay. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Low battery,
Krishna.
please charge.
Oh, that is great misfortune here.
Thanks for using.
Low battery, please charge. Okay, I have to charge this baby up here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, charge that up for a while. Yes, Krishna, Hare Krishna. So all those teachers teach something about the absolute truth, which attracts different levels of students to grow an ultimate goal in pure unalloyed. Yeah. So anyway, they teach what they teach. We teach what we teach here. We teach, give it all up and come and go right, cut to the chase, man. Just go right up the mountain if you got sufficient intelligence. If not, oh well, stay with those teachers for a few lifetimes. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Okay.
You said something, you mentioned something, Guru Maharaj, that when we do this, what we do, we are purifying the universe. And I was just thinking, in which way? Because when we are doing this and our focus goes inwards and this grows, this, when you have contact with your soul and with God, it grows. And as a result, you are not catching the mayas, outside. You don't go outside.
Right.
But I think this word has these properties, this ignorance, good, and passion. And I think when we attach to some of it, then this Maya is sucking you, and you believe in something, in this good or ignorance, and you are fighting, and the Maya is melting you, and she does whatever, So this is important to be inward, and you have to move through this world, for this material world, but you have no chance with Maya. You can only go inside. And I think it's qualities of this world. So I'm just thinking in which way we are purifying. I asked you also a few months ago,
good, yeah.
What would happen if everybody would be devoted to God? What would happen on this planet? And you said it would be Vrindavan. So I can imagine that everybody would be turned inward and nobody would be affected by Maya. So we would live this transcendental inner self-attracted life. So when we are in this consciousness, but how it affects this world has these qualities. Is it change anyway? I mean, or it's like this always? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it purifies the universe. See, the universe is kept the way it is by the vibration. See, people, the modes of nature, you notice they're vibrating at a certain rate in their talks too. It keeps their consciousness in the modes of nature. Goodness, passion, ignorance. They're having their discussions, and you notice a lot of people talk. This creates a reality. See, there even the elites know this. The elites know that, well, let's talk, vibration, talking on the mainstream media and give messages See, and it changes the consciousness of those who listen to the messages. See, and they usually go, it drives their consciousness down into the lower chakras where the fear, and stuff is fear and anxieties and, safety issues, all these primal things, right? Okay. So now devotees chanting the holy name and the ecstatic vibration is Krishna's being lifted up, Radha and Krishna are being lifted up. See, and then this vibration is going out and changing the vibration of the world. See, because even subjectively, it's purifying the world, the emanation from the devotee's ecstatic prema emanates. Very important. That emanation is purifying.
But
Go ahead.
this purification can take place only that another jivas, another people will go also inward, will come to their constitutional position, because the law of nature will stay like they are, Oda? The law of material nature of this world, this will stay. We cannot transform Maya, Oda?
Well, that's the idea of the holy places. They're transformed by saints and sages coming through there, and there's some energy there. It's see, but when they disappear, see, then the Maya is in force more, and people they're accumulating. They're in the mundane realm and all that stuff. So that vibration, it's all vibration and frequencies. See, so the Lord, see that prayer of Jesus, thy will be done on earth as it is in the spiritual world. See? So the will of the Lord here is what really purifies it. The will is that glorification of what is true. See, glorification of what is true overturns the frequencies of illusion. See, people, even if they don't accept it, or maybe they don't come and listen, but the energy is going out and purifying the atmosphere. I mean, that's,
So it's about...
I mean, that's why people are coming here now. I was doing for a long time, just doing, I was just ecstatic, giving these classes to an empty camera with nobody around, and so that energy was going out, and it brings the consciousness where people started coming. Yeah. So that's kind of how it is. Even with Jesus preaching, the line kept going with Holy Spirit worship, and people, look how many people are Christians now who believe in Christ.
This is very true. The people as human beings, they are so involved in this Maya, in this material nature. Sometimes Karuna is saying, yeah, but look, there are so many devotees there. Yes, but actually, when
many
I felt
devotees
what
where?
In ISKCON or in other groups, that there are many more of like here, and what I felt my whole life, I never met anybody who could understand it. Never. I met some nice people and so on, had journeys, but I never felt, okay, this is it. It's settled. And just here, I found, okay, few personalities, they know what I'm talking about. They can understand, relate. So it's very certain. It's very not often. It happens not often.
Yeah. That's the same argument I heard. There's so many pure devotees here, and so many devotees, but people don't know the distinction. What is a neophyte devotee? What is a madhyama devotee? And what is a very highly advanced devotee? Really, so nobody knows the distinction. Therefore, it's all, so many devotees out there, but most are not even awakened yet. So it doesn't do that. I mean, it's like people are coming closer to the truth in that way. That's why Prabhupada taught Vaidhi Bhakti, bring somebody a little bit closer. Prabhupada even said initiation is to bring you closer to the Guru. See, but doesn't mean that you're like real close and intimate yet. But bring you closer, so, and then now, I mean, everything is so unclear in Vaishnavism. People think, I can have a guru that is not self-realized. that hasn't realized Radha and Krishna and that devotion to Radha and Krishna. So anyway, that's not even being brought that close because there's speculation there. It's not clear. There's a lot of that going on. See, so
Yeah.
when you say there's so many devotees, uh, what kind of devotees, and how effective are they? This is really effective, man. This is powerful. This is knowledge that comes from intimacy and ecstasy and worshiping God. This is rare. And we prove it. That's why people who really take the message seriously have spiritual experiences. Their chanting becomes better, or or their attraction to hearing or like reading verses, and they're because of their faith in this preaching. It's very powerful. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What do you want to say there, Shamala?
Yeah, it's like we mentioned that people are awaking globally, and there is, for example, new trend. People notice that they can make shift in their minds, and due to relieve themselves from miserable, for example, but they call it spirituality, but it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with soul. It has something to mindset, yes. And
Mm-hmm.
very often, these people are saying that they are channeling something, and they are getting this from source, and they monetize it. And I
Yeah.
ask those people, okay, when this source is giving you all the answers, this must
Mm-hmm.
be some intelligent source, yes? So
Mm-hmm.
if we are talking about intelligence, then we are talking about personality, but we are talking about transcendental personality, not material. And it cannot be jumped over without this knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not. You got to look at deeper. Like if there's some devotion coming through, like people, if they're worshiping the true God, there will be some pure love and devotion coming through. Generally, I notice the channels. It's more of a intellect. They're channeling, not like some basically speculation. It's all in the mind. Where's the devotion? So it's like a ghost or some kind of ghostly thing. They're just a channel for something in the mind. See, and so anyway, tantalizes people. They get like high off of oh wow, wow, all this channeled stuff. But if it doesn't have the element of worshiping God, then it's not very, it's only for new agers and people in their minds or heads, you know and it's still in the world. It's like these, the beings of I'm channeling Pleiades and all this stuff, and it's still to do with the body, material bodies of these beings. They have a super intelligence and about the world, and all the conversation is not transcendental. It's more to do with the material body of lizards or lizard people or grays it's all body, 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 material body. That's called illusion. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I just read that Yoga Maya is transcendental and Maha Maya is not. So the difference is also important between Yoga Maya and Maha Maya, I feel.
Of course. I mean, that's part of rasa tattva. I mean, these subjects you can only learn with experienced devotees who have this intimate relationship with the Lord, where the Lord shows them all these things personally by experience and also by revelation. Um, what's going on here is rare. You can learn all the tattvas that nobody knows. Sadhguru doesn't understand this. The big Acharya Dev out there doesn't understand this. How do I know? They never show that they know. They never present themselves as they know. If they knew, they would present them where they would present this kind of information in some way. I mean, I can see who really knows Christ and who doesn't. Who really knows Allah and doesn't. I mean, deeply, and who really knows Radha and Krishna and who doesn't, by how they present themselves, their understanding. See, so if you're actually worshiping the Lord, like the line really teaches, Bhagavad Gita 10:10, then you will have very deep understanding of the Lord, very penetrating understanding, and very conclusive understanding. And you'll have transcendental ras, you'll be in Yoga Maya and be able to present all these topics nicely, expertly. And nobody else can do that unless you're the real deal. And people haven't seen the real deal in this world, and this is the problem. The real deal was Prabhupada and Bhaktivedanta and Bhaktisiddhanta, but they didn't reveal extensively these things. We all know, Prabhupada didn't show ecstasy in Bhaktisiddhanta. No, they kept it all. Yeah, so they kept all those secrets to themselves. Well, anybody interested in knowing them? Come here. No, we want them to kept secret. Okay, you're right. You're not greedy enough yet. This place for greedy. You really want to know about God. Right? I want to feel the Lord. I want to know the Lord. I want to know his mind. Yeah. That's what you get here. And it's so
I have
intense.
last question.
Go ahead, last question.
Last question. Or two, okay?
Okay,
So
only two.
Only two. According that what we were speaking at the beginning about this purifying the universe, so it is about actually channeling this energy, yes, this vibration, and trusting that this Maha Mantra is doing this. So believing. So we should concentrate ourselves on this channel. And the second question is, if it's only way to purify the universe, should we even give our focus to external Maya? For example, this what is happening in the world, this pandemic and so on. If it's in ignorance, if it's in Maya, maybe it's not necessarily true. I mean, when we give our focus, we are lose energy, life energy.
Well, yeah, it depends. Like if you're using it for preaching. See, the highest truth. See, if you're a preacher, and the Lord has given you the intelligence, then you'll take the highest truth and distinguish from illusion and make a bridge. Because people are steeped in that illusion. They believe in all that stuff. They believe in that, or they're trying to figure out answers to this pandemic thing and what's going on. But if you can show its relationship to Krishna, which is what I like to do, is and then people think, oh, really? There's an answer to this that's different than what people saying. Well, we're gonna. You need to know this. There's an answer for everybody here, and so you can take that. I mean, if you're into that, not everybody is, or not everybody has the power to do that. You might start thinking about the pandemic and lose this path. You lose sight of it. It depends. You might get so absorbed in that and believing all that stuff, and you lose sight of that. That's why you got to come regularly to Sadhu Sangha, so that you go steeped into this more and more and more, and get more and more purified, more and more clear, more and more connected to the truth. And then you have the power. Like going into the pandemic is like a preacher going into a bar, or going into like a prostitute house, like going into where I was in was it Thailand, where all the prostitutes were. See, you got to be really deep into this, otherwise you might get totally swept away by the pandemic, or being around women and all that stuff. Depends on how much spiritual depth you've got. So that's why we're here every day. You notice? Makes a big difference. Look at the result. Look at how many powerful preachers are coming from this. You dip in every day, or as regularly as you can, and you get more and more purified and clear and ecstatic, and understand what is really real. And then if you do look at that, you use it for preaching, like I do. I mean, I go and I look at this and this and this. I get ideas, and I come and I connect them, and make a bridge. The whole thing is, otherwise, those guys just don't have any possibility. So anyway, it depends on much spiritual power. And because if you go and look in there and then you start to get all anxiety and everything, I was telling Janaki yesterday, I listened to 1 hour of a guy, he said right now, I'm going to tell you how bad it is and how they are destroying the world from this angle and this way and this way and this way. So I listened to the whole thing. And it wasn't, if anybody would listen, you would be in fear, man. Like, oh my God, what's going on? But it was like, okay, great. Now I have some basis to bring people out of that and show them where the real hope is. See, like people think, well, let's fight this and everything. And this guy showed me all the angles of how much they've worked on this. It would be futile to put your energy fully into that to try to overtime this thing. They are attacking the world with so much technology. See, from every angle you are getting hit, and you think you're going to fight this? No way, but you can fight it this way. And conquer the whole thing. Become free. Whatever they do to the body, you will transcend this whole thing coming this way. See, so I look at things like that. Okay, I want to show where the real hope is. See, a lot of people don't believe. They think, oh, let's go fight these, the demons, which are really powerful. It's like when Hiranyakashipu was here. Hiranyakashipu in the Bhagavatam history was so powerful. He just, the demigod, nobody, the Lord empowered that because it was a destructive cycle and just empowered that. And the ones who took shelter of the Lord in that time, they're the ones who transcended it, like Prahlad. See, Prahlad transcended. He was out there. The demons are doing all this. And what was he doing? What we're doing, preaching devotional service. Preaching the way out. And God came, actually, from his preaching. And God coming. What do you think is happening here? The Lord is coming here every day. What do you think? What's happening here? Radha and Krishna coming here helping not only us, but the whole world. This is getting more and more powerful. Have you noticed? More and more deep, more and more purification, more and more enlightenment, more and more spiritual potency. Okay? More and more clarity. See, this is a sacrifice. This is the kind of sacrifice that the sages said, we're going to do. This is the best thing we can do. We're going to spend 1,000 years doing a sacrifice of hearing and chanting, talking to a self-realized soul about these deep topics that relate to the absolute truth. This is why this is being empowered. This fight is illusory. It's being empowered by demons and demigods fighting over material things, which is all illusion, really, of its own. Yeah, it has some value by taking all of that and connecting it with Krishna and show, hey, yeah, this is Krishna's shadow. Hey, why stay in the shadow? Come into the light. Come to Sadhu Sangha. Come chant with us. Develop love of Krishna. It's eternal. Topics like this. Enliven the soul. Give hope. Give direction. Give everything. This is the light. You can say like Jesus. People here, you come to be trained like Jesus. You'll say, while I'm in this world, I am the light of the world. But not you in a false ego sense. While you're in this world, your preaching is the light because you preach in the parampara system, the light of the Bhagavat. See, then people, when they listen to you, I hear it all the time. People, wow, when I come to you, it's like I can see, it's like it gets me out of this, this muddledness. See? This is Bhagavatam. It's so wonderful. It's such a privilege to preach the truth, just to discuss, to remember the truth, to remind others of the truth, to chant the holy name in ecstasy and tell people, tell the world, this is where it's at. This is the greatest treasure in the world. And then they can see that you are an expert. You're not just blah, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, and not have no feeling for them. They say this person knows the Lord. Eventually, right? We break down their barriers, man. All these flimsy Mayic barriers with the Yoga Maya fist of transcendental Ras. Next question.
Can you describe Krishna in 10 words?
$16.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna is the source of all transcendental happiness. Krishna is the source of Radha's happiness. Krishna is the source of Radha's girlfriend's happiness. Okay? Krishna is the most wonderful personality, most merciful personality. Because he comes here to deliver us. He comes through his devotees to deliver us, his real devotees. And even those who want to be real devotees, they assist in the process. Okay? Yeah. Krishna makes us real. Devotion to Krishna, see, Radharani, makes us real, have some reality. Otherwise, we're not really solid. We're all just, like these little atoms floating in the sea of Maya. What else? I'll give it 3 questions. Let's hear what Lalita, how would you describe Krishna in, how many words was it?
10. He is the source of my happiness. He's the ultimate goal. He's the love of my life. He's the most attractive personality ever, everywhere, anywhere. How many words did I use? He's the most, oh my God. He's the depth of all depths.
Yes. Can you show us what Krishna's happiness looks like, or your happiness looks like?
in this encounter, this communion, in this touch with him.
What does your happiness look like in this world?
In the world, it's futile. There is no happiness in the world anymore. There is only there is only this happiness when he descends inside of me, and when I descend inside of him. That's the only important thing in life, actually. You have one more question, Guru Maharaj.
Everybody wants to be questioned.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's read something really esoteric here in Caitanya Charitamrita. Let's see what we can find here. Oops. Here we go. It is. Yes. Lord Chaitanya, let's get into some of his wild explanations here. Hare Krishna. All right. Yeah. How about the bodily transformations of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Actually, Mahaprabhu tastes nectar from the lips of Lord Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktivinoda, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please mute your mic, somebody. It's making noise. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who personally tasted the nectar of ecstatic love for Krishna, and then instructed his devotees how to taste it. See, this is it, man. He personally tasted the nectar of ecstatic love. See, if you can't, that's why the Lord came here, was personally taste this nectar of ecstatic love and to instruct his devotees how to taste it. Isn't that what happens here? You see devotees here tasting that nectar, and then you learn how to taste it. See? So you can learn from the witnesses here how to taste it. If you have trouble tasting what Lalita Ganga is tasting, learn from her. She shows by her example how to taste this nectar. She's surrendered to Guru, and Krishna, and therefore she can taste this nectar. Surrendered like she believed that her gurus delivered her into this realm, and she likes to glorify that Guru Tattva. See, you got to follow the example. She has to be a real devotee to teach real Krishna consciousness. This is how I got it. You see, those who go in the door become the shepherd of the sheep. You think that's only about Jesus? That's about somebody like Jesus. You need to meet somebody like Jesus in this world. You need to meet a bona fide spiritual master. That is Jesus' teaching. Jesus said, Peter and all those apostles, I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom of God. The keys. I'm giving you the keys. See, you went in the door and you'll be the shepherd of the sheep. Your preaching will be the witness that people need to get into the kingdom of God. See, so you show by your witness how you got in. See? So that's why, Jesus' disciples could show what he couldn't show. See? He came into this world like that. I came into this world just like this. I was there. So I can't show, because who could get there like that? You have to come in like that. Otherwise, none of you could have got. You proved that you couldn't do it. You had to meet the bona fide representative of the Lord, and now you're in. You may have had some glimpses, but you couldn't stay. It wasn't clear. How do I get through these Vaidhi Bhaktas? We cleared that away, right? It sucked you out of that. Had to do what do you call, had to abort you out of that level.
We were drowning.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is when you're delivered, man. And that's what you teach. See, you become that kind of guru. Then you get what the devotee has brought into this world, okay? And then you become a guru for others, and you teach these principles to others. And those who come the right way, they get Krishna like you got, right? Isn't that how it works? That's a disciplic line. Here, that's why it's just like when Lord Chaitanya, he gave them the potency. They went on to become spiritual teachers and then spiritual masters. Exactly happening here. You see the devotees progressing so nicely. Unless they're runts. We got some runts sometimes, yeah. They act like runts too. Yeah. We won't mention any names. We'll just you notice the runt is always the cute. Is always they're so cute. They're the cute ones, the runts. Yeah. Okay. We were reading. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thus, he enlightened them about ecstatic love of Krishna to initiate them into transcendental knowledge. See, again, isn't that funny? Just another way to teach Bhagavad Gita 10:10. See, in other words, tasting this nectar is worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy. See? Initiate them in transcendental knowledge. This is the only way to get real transcendental knowledge, man. You have to taste the loving mellows, the loving ecstasy, love of God, love of Krishna. You got to taste it and its glory. You notice anybody tasting its glory here? Can you tell who's really happy beyond the happiness of these so-called representatives of Radha and Krishna Vrindavan? You got to see an extraordinary happiness. And it's so extraordinary, tears pour out of their eyes and laughter from their heart. Heart laughter. You've never seen that in this world much. It's deep. That's the meaning, See? Initiate them into the Krishna, to initiate them in transcendental knowledge. See? This is transcendental knowledge. So the Lord came to make acharyas, man. Then you have real transcendental knowledge. You'll look at the scriptures from the previous revelations of those who also tasted Krishna, and you'll understand these verses because you're a devotee. Okay, Shama-san, thank you for coming. Yeah. Then, because now you're an actual devotee. With devotion. Devotion to who? Devotion to Trump? Devotion to those who don't have love of God? No, devotion to the Supreme Lord, because you came the right way. See? You came through the shepherds of the sheep who are looking. See, the sheep are those who, in our line, those who want Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna very deeply. You'll shepherd them in the right gate because you went in the right gate and prove that you are experienced devotee. You have the blessings of Guru and Krishna because they have accepted your body. They accepted your temple to express themselves. Yes or no? Am I saying the truth? This is just personal experience, personal observance. There's so much experience here of the real Krishna consciousness philosophy. Okay. So, all glories to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Acharya, all glories to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Prabhu, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Caitanya. It sums it up. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu thus stayed at Jagannath Puri in association of his devotees. See? His devotees. You got to find the real devotees of the Lord, and you'll find that the Lord is staying in their association. How do you know? Well, you see the devotional symptoms, like you see here. Otherwise, if the Lord wasn't here, we wouldn't be ecstatic. And we're ecstatic because the Lord is here. See, it's that kind of relationship. See, it's real, very real. See, the real deal, he is here. The Lord externally there, he was there because he likes to be with his devotees. He's teaching an internal principle that I'm commenting on. Because you're not going to see Lord Chaitanya in physical form. He just does, you'll see the deity, but he won't talk to you like Gaur Haridas and tell you these secrets. See? Tell you these secrets. Yeah. See, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus stayed at Jagannath Puri in association of his devotees. And here's the last part of the sentence, very important, and always merged in ecstatic devotional love. You notice that's why we come here to Sadhu Sangha, so that we stay immersed in devotional love. Because the Lord is here and we're here. See, the flute is here and the flautist is here. See, we're flutes and the Lord is the flautist. Therefore, there you go. You found the best place to be in the universe. Where Krishna's flute is and he's there playing it. The next year, as usual, all the devotees from Bengal went to Jagannath Puri. And as in previous years, there was a meeting between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the devotees. See, the next year, as usual, all the devotees from Bengal went to Jagannath Puri. And as in previous years, there was a meeting between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the devotees. We do that every day. We have our meetings, don't we, here? Don't think that the Lord is not here, because he is. We can't wait 1 year to see the Lord. Most of us are not like, we just can't wait. We have to come here because the Lord is here. He's so attractive, so delicious. It's like, why would you? We don't want to. I don't want to fast. I don't want to skip meals. Right? We don't want to skip our meal. That's why Lalita shows up. Can you imagine? She shows up every day, as long as she can, We don't want to skip meals, man. We'll get too skinny. Lalita doesn't look skinny even though she hasn't eaten, because she's eating full meals here. Along with the devotees from Bengal came a gentleman named Kalidas. He never uttered anything but the holy name of Krishna. Kalidas was a very advanced devotee, yet he was simple and liberal. He would chant the holy name of Krishna while performing his ordinary dealings. Kalidas was a very advanced devotee, yet he was simple and liberal. You notice how that works? The more taste you get, this love of God, man, the more you relish the holy name, the more simple you get. Just naturally. As a matter of fact, you give very simple explanations that even pom-pom girls and waitresses can understand and be attracted to. The only hard time we have preaching is to these big gurus and big sannyasis. They're so stubborn, man. So hard to get through. But the waitresses we can get easier. Let's see what my point was here. I go back. Yeah, he was simple.
Words. They don't want to hear them.
No.
They want it to sound difficult, like.
Yeah. So Kalidas was simple and liberal. See, so simple is Krishna consciousness, very simple for the simple. Okay? If you simply hear, and you're able to hear from a bona fide representative of Radha and Krishna in this world, and there's room for that word, it goes in. Not like some of these Vaides, like Janaki's friend. I was trying to preach, and you can't. It's like a room stuffed with so much furniture, you can't put anything new in there. You got to throw out all, and this furniture, it's not very beautiful, and it's just taking up space, and you've had, it's something that needs to gotten rid of now. Let's put some new furniture in there, some new things that'll give you, like, this is the newness of Krishna. But there has to be room for the word. See, so those simple words, simple, clear explanation of the Krishna conscious philosophy, or God conscious philosophy, universal. I could talk to anybody. You bring a Muslim here, we'll have a nice conversation. Christian, you New Ager, if they're open, if there's some room for the word. See, the word of God. See, the word of God comes from those who taste the nectar of devotion to Krishna, devotion to God. See, that's the word you need to hear. That word that comes from that understanding is what delivers people. Hey, who you listen to out there? Do they have devotion to God? Do they have love of God with all the symptoms, the tears, the holy laughter? If they don't, it's futile listening to them. Really, nothing much can happen. They're out of relationship with the transcendental Lord. They have to have some connection. They have to show that they have some love for Christ, love for Allah. With its symptoms, will you see a person who loves God, man? God has many forms, or loves Ram. Okay, here we have love of Christ. You see, I can chant Jesus' name, and because of he's my life. Therefore, he gives me life. His name gives me life. Krishna's name gives me life. Led me to Prabhupada and expanded my understanding. I love all of God's forms. It's so fantastic. Hey, man, if my Lord took it, it's got to be good. I know that ancient one very well. Well, always room for improving that understanding. He's very deep. I know him enough to say these things. And I want to know him more. What about you guys out there? You want to know that ancient one, man? Who's also the son of Maharaj Nanda, just like a little baby, He's the most ancient of all, but comes as a baby for his devotees, who like him like that, or a beloved, gallant lover. See? Okay. Yeah. I love this. I just love saying this. Along with the devotees from Bengal came a gentleman named Kalidas. He never uttered anything but the holy name of Krishna. What an example, huh? Kalidas was a very advanced devotee, yet he was simple and liberal. Oh, yeah, I love this liberal quality. See, liberal, lavish. When you're wealthy, man, you can throw it around. This is what I love. I come here because the Lord gives me more wealth, and I just love to throw it all over the place, man. Like having a wad of $100 bills and just peel them off. Hey, man. That's what I do all the time, man. I'm teaching how to do that. How to get that wad of $100 bills, man, and just peel it off and just throw it out to people. Just, hey, man, here's 100. Not $1, 100. The dollar's for only the Illuminati. It's what, see, you're so stupid. These Illuminatis, they put a dollar bill. We peel off hundreds here. You peel off your small little dollar. With the incomplete the eye, and the pyramid. It's not complete. Well, we're complete here. See, you're incomplete. Your dollar is incomplete. It will always remain incomplete. We're the completion. We're the cornerstone here. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, they are dealing with Mahamaya substance. We are dealing with Yoga Maya substance.
Yeah. The Mahamaya. This Yoga Maya is so much more. Yoga even sounds better. Man, they want to have union with the bodies, with bodies and this just material sex, and they're completely obsessed with that. Here you show a different example. Yoga Maya. See, that's Maha Maya. Be obsessed with a material body that comes and goes. Their wild sex orgies and all that stuff, and human sacrifices and all of that. We do it the right way, the correct way, the most sublime way, man. We have union with the body of God. Bill Gates doesn't have enough money to purchase entrance here in. It's only the greed of a soul that really feels odd in this world and really wants the Lord, and people don't understand them because they come here for this. These so-called normal, insane people can't understand them. And they say we're insane or devotees are insane. No, this is true sanity you're going to find here. See, sane. See, here, the word even insane. This is actually what they're saying is true. This is Mahamaya's way of glorifying the devotees. They're insane. See, what they say is true. We're insane. Insane means you're insanity. See, insanity, it means insanity. See, people don't know how God speaks through everything. See, so insanity in the world, what people think is sane, is actually not sane. This insanity is true because we're in true sanity, is worshiping God in ecstasy, the true ecstasy of love of Krishna, love of God. This gives an intelligence that nobody has. Elon Musk, all he could do is stutter because of his material mind. He's got so much bullshit in there about these things of the world and material knowledge, and people glorify that. There's no stuttering here because we got the essence of real truth. He's got just a mind full of bullshit, man. All this stuff to do with the material world and going to other planets and everything like that. Very hard work, takes lots of money, stealing all the taxpayers' dollars so they can build their rockets and build all this stuff, make you work really hard, right? So their projects of destroying the planet and all that. That's what happens when you believe in politicians and Elon Musk's and all these guys, people the world glorifies. Here, you come here, man, you get real knowledge, the essence of all truth. The whole purpose of life is revealed here. The ability to transcend the illusion forever. You understand who created this material universe, who's the sustainer of the spiritual universe. You have the true companion, the true friend, the true beloved, the true lover. Forever. That's what you get here. You get nothing but bullshit believing in those people. All they will do is you believe and then they want to inject all their poison in you. And you believe, oh, this is very good for me. You believe illusion is truth. See? People need to see what's going on here and hear what's going on here. Even the Vaidhi level, you see, oh my God, what am I going to spend my whole life trying to perfect rules and regulations so I can be a big sannyasi or a big guru, and still lead blind people because I'm still blind? We show even a higher example, better than that, more powerful than that. Where what is a real guru is understood here. What is the real Krishna is understood here. You ain't going to get any better than that. I wouldn't say. Would you say? Is there anything better to understand what is a real guru and what is the real Krishna? What is the real Radha? All these juicy, wonderful topics are understood here. That's how much spiritual power. That's when my Lord Caitanya is here. That's why we can get this. Yeah. Yeah. Even David Icke could learn something here. Shouldn't even mention his name. The guy, yeah, he threatens all these people, because he has a level of truth, He explains things nicely, how the demons are doing their thing here. They don't like it. See, but thing is, we point out all discrepancies that even he can't point out. We point out he's a journalist. I'm also a journalist here. I'm reporting on what I'm observing in relationship to Krishna and him and all people like him and like the demons and all that, because of the revelations I get from this kind of special happiness that I don't see just anywhere. And that some devotees like Lalita and Johan also get, and River, Yeah. And a few of you others out there, like Janaki. Kalidas. So when he used to throw dice in jest, he would chant Hare Krishna while throwing the dice. See, a lot of people, isn't it interesting they mention these things? Because generally, a devotee would never gamble. See, a devotee, so Kalidas, you could even say, well, Kalidas can't be a devotee because he goes and he associates with gamblers and throws dice in. See, he throws in jest. What is jest? What is this insignificant gambling? He just does it for fun and says Hare Krishna and purifies. See, when you become a real devotee, whatever you do, wherever you go, is just purifying, man. It really is. I was in Thailand in the thing, and I'm associated prostitutes, and going down there chanting Hare Krishna, just throwing dice and jest, chanting Hare Krishna, basically. And it's all benediction, benefit, because you get so much spiritual power chanting the holy name in ecstasy, you can go into a bar. See, and there's no discrepancies. I was so criticized by these Vaidhis. Oh, you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go. And when I would be preaching with gusto, and I would love it. I would go to McDonald's. I love preaching at McDonald's, man. It was great. I had good internet back at that time. Hey, man, I look for the quality. I could be in hell if I got good internet. I love preaching there. Man, I got good internet. The places, and I had Ronald McDonald, was a great preaching point. I was using that, and what is he doing? You shouldn't be in McDonald. Why? They don't need the mercy. They need the mercy more. What am I affected by that? I'm not affected. Man, I go in McDonald's. They got a good internet connection. What is this, pure and impure? You think I think about that? That has nothing to me. Pure, this is pure and impure. It's all illusion. It's all material, mental concoction. That's what the Lord Caitanya told that. He said the whole world is going to hell. He told his mother, sitting on the rejected pot, she said that's an impure place. He said the whole world is going to hell because they don't know what's really pure. They think this is pure and impure. It's all in the modes. Mode of goodness, pure. Mode of passion, ignorance, impure. Come on, man. Still, it's got coverings. They don't know. This is pure. This is pure truth. Pure ecstasy. Pure intimacy with God. Now we're talking something pure. I love this, man. All I say is just what the Lord said. I love doing that, man. Because even these gurus can't do it. They don't have the power to do it. Because they don't taste what we're tasting.
They can't be good preachers because they don't enjoy their preaching.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to enjoy Krishna. See, the real Krishna. You got to show that you know the real Krishna. Because if you know the real Krishna, you got real devotion. And if you got real devotion, you got real happiness, man. And it shows. Your temple of your body is rocking and rolling and raving. Transcendental rave going on in that temple, man. You get more awesome by the day. I can't do it alone, man. I got some help, man. I rendezvous every day with our lordships. She knows what I'm talking about too, you know. We rendezvous here, you know, it's a rendezvous. Watch out. If you come here, you rendezvous with the big cheese and cheeses. Isn't it funny? Jesus. Is it like Jesus? Jesus. That's right, man.
Jesus.
Jesus. What else can we extract from this here? Chewing dice and jest. Yeah, how would you like to be that, you know, that way? You know, then you deliver people. Then you become like Jesus. Hey, man, there's nothing wrong. People, if they come to the gurus, are you thinking you're like Jesus? Oh, no, not me. They come to Gaur Haridas. Do you think you're like Jesus? Oh, absolutely. You got to be. I wouldn't do this. I'd be cheating you guys. I'd be cheating you. You know, hey, man, if you're not like Jesus, step aside, man. Gaur Haridas, move aside, man. Let the devotees find the real door to the world. The real door is a living guru, the living Jesus-like person. What did Jesus say? Says what all real devotees say. Oh, and all the ones who don't quite understand the mentality. Oh, Jesus, why are you going to a sinner's house? Oh, I'll go where anybody will listen to me. That sinner will become a saint by hearing these words of truth that the Pharisee types and the sannyasi types and the Brahmin types and these guru types that don't have what you need to, what you really need to have types can't do. You know, can't you know, take a sinner like who is it, Matthew, drinking wine and orgies every day and all that stuff, and being mean and what do you call, persecuting people. Give me your tax dollars, man, all of it. Oh, he was a real guy. But he liked Jesus. You could see in that movie, Jesus of Nazareth. He liked Jesus. And Jesus like, oh, you got the quality, man. You're Raganuga. You like what I say. He was happy. He's like, Amy, look at this. Go Haridas, I really like what you say. Oh, man, that's what, you know, this girl's going to see the kingdom of God. She's already seen the kingdom. She chants in ecstasy. She's still a little afraid of Krishna because, yeah, you know, it's like, hey, man, you know, I don't know about you. It's just, I don't know. I might get too ecstatic. You know, they was like, who knows? Maybe you'll explode or something. Shama Sundar is like that too. I don't know. You know, I get too ecstatic. Then what will happen if the whole world becomes so ecstatic? Don't worry. It'll go on even better than it was. Yeah, simple and liberal. See, liberal, we didn't get the liberal. Yeah, liberal means, liberally delivering people out of illusion, man. Liberal, that's pretty liberal. Oh, you get usually go, oh, well, you want to be delivered. Oh, you got to get through an artanavritti. Just a second. You got to get to an artanavritti and go through two ruchis and the faith and then this and then that. This. That's not very liberal yet. There's room for improvement of liberality, right? How about liberal? Hey, man, you come here and we'll deliver you in this lifetime. Now isn't that the true meaning of liberality? Take people out of the cycle of birth and death forever. See, that's the power of my Lord and connecting with my Lord. Even my students have that power to get you out of illusion already. Yeah. Liberality. See, liberal. See, true. The Lord showed the true meaning of liberality. He delivered people. He delivered them how? By awakening their taste for loving Krishna, just like here. See, people, the liberality here is the ability to chant Krishna's name or hear about Krishna and feel really ecstatic about it, where the point of tears and other symptoms begin to develop more and more. Now, that is the most liberal you're going to get in this world. And that's right here in this Sangha. Oh, none of these gurus can promise or even say or even dream of what people get coming here. And don't even have a dhoti on. I just have this shirt, Halloween shirt. Is it getting to be Halloween? Yeah, October. We're getting close to Halloween. Surprise, trick or treat. You come here, you'll get the treat. You go out there, you'll get the trick. You'll be tricked by everything, everybody. Come here, you're going to get a treat. Out there, you get the trick. Okay, Tom, go ahead. What?
And when you say liberal, I also think of the word spontaneous, raganuga. It's free, it's spontaneous, there's a natural enthusiasm and a natural empowering at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you become liberal because you got the spiritual power. You see, the Lord is liberal, and if you get control over the Lord because pure devotion is awakened in your heart, then the Lord expresses that liberality through you because you're his flute now. Oh, I like this flute here. This person has surrendered to me. They followed the real path. They believe in my real devotee. That's how it is. You just need to hear the preaching of the true liberal devotee. They're the true liberals of the world. You know how they have liberals? See, the liberals now are not really liberal. They're conservative. Everything's upside down. Can you imagine? Here in even politics, their liberal persons are actually so conservative they want the government to take complete control of you. What kind of liberality, what kind of liberal is that? Take all your freedom away. That's their liberal. That means, see, that's the illusion. The illusion right now is like that. Oh yeah, let's do the opposite of what we say. Yes, we're liberals, but we're going to clamp you down and lock you tight like a drum. Okay? And the same thing, you think you go to Krishna to be liberated, right? And if they're still in religion, you don't get liberated yet much. You need to hold your horses a little bit, man. Write it down or something. Yeah. Write it down. That will help you. Yeah. So anyways, I forgot her. It says, anyway. Yeah, so try and write these things down sometimes too, so you can, so when I'm in a flow, I can just complete the flow. Hare Krishna. Okay, back to the thing. Okay. All right. So when he used to throw dice in jest, he would chant Hare Krishna throwing the dice. Kalidas was the uncle of Raghunath Das Goswami. Was an uncle of Raghunath Das Goswami. Throughout his entire life, even in his old age, he tried to eat the remnants of food left by Vaishnavas. Okay. So that's a very deep thing. So he would eat the remnants of food left by Vaishnavas. And so the story is in like eating the physical food. See, but now the next level to understand this is what we're preaching here. The next level is eat the remnants of the food. See, remnants of the food of a Vaishnava, that's all I'm doing. I'm just eating remnant. I'm eating the food. See, I'm eating the word of God. See, the Lord is using his flute, and so I'm eating those. Well, look at it like I'm eating the food of the Lord, and those who come and listen eat the remnants of what the devotees are talking about and expressing. See, those are the remnants. They're relishing this food, and you're eating the remnants. Okay, that's what you do when you're reading the scriptures. You're eating the remnants of the food of the devotees, like Prabhupada, right, that wrote, these Bhagavatam and Gita. You're eating his remnants, and that's how you get stronger. See, but a lot of people, if you want to speed up the process to the ultimate goal, to be like Kalidas, see, you have to hear those scriptures from a person who is qualified to relish the transcendental nectar in those scriptures. Speed up the process. Okay. That's why the book says, by regular classes in Bhagavatam, all that's troublesome is all that weight you carry, man. All that ignorance, all that speculation keeping you from tasting the nectar of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay, go ahead, Tom. What do you got to say?
I forgot. It's okay. Thank you.
Can I say something, Guru Maharaj?
Yeah, go ahead. What?
When I'm listening to you, I'm eating the remnants of your communion with the Lord as well, in the vibrations that you.
Yeah, that's even an advanced devotee does that even more so. See, that's why people say, I don't have to go to sadhu sangha and all that, but advanced devotees do. So if an advanced devotee likes to go, they go because they're attracted. They like to hear talks. It's natural now. So when it's unnatural, that's even more time for you to go if you feel it's purifying and all that. Okay. So Kalidas ate the remnants of food of as many Vaishnavas as there are in Bengal. He would go to all the Vaishnavas born in Brahmana families, be they neophyte or advanced devotees, and present them with gifts of first-class eatables. Yeah, I think I'm going to let Lalita read a little bit. Why don't you read us something there?
Okay.
Her class got interrupted today. What happened to your class? It just stopped in the middle.
I really don't know. Did it?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know? See,
No.
I was listening, and then all of a sudden it just went, woo! It's done.
Oh, it must be internet. I don't know that. I even don't know. I need to check
Didn't even
later.
know. She didn't even know. Yeah, you'll see it stopped in the middle. That's when I went on. Just stopped. Yeah.
Internet is not so good here in this place.
Yeah. Well, it's better than Freddie's internet. Yeah.
Freddy or
Okay.
Johan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johan too. Both of them.
Okay. What do you want me to read here, right? Do you have any suggestion?
How about
Suggestion?
Caitanya? I'll let you decide. What would you like to read?
I don't have knowledge
You
about chapters.
Okay, what would you rather? Okay, how about Chaitanya Charitamrita somewhere? Anjalila. Read where I'm reading from. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll tell you where that is. Chaitanya Charitamrita, that's Anjalila, chapter 16, start with verse 8. Hmm.
When he used to throw dice in chess, he would throw the dice. Yeah. Then
Yeah.
it ate. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't get ecstatic reading that, then read something else that works. Krishna will guide you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I had what do you call it? Tired days. These last days, I'm very tired.
Yeah.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. All glories to you. All glories to you. Thank you so much. All glories to Bhaktivedanta Paramahamsa. Srila Guru Haridas. Maharaj Acharya. Glories to you. All glories to Bhaktivedanta. Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. To Jagannath Babaji. To Bhaktivinod Thakur. To Bhaktivedanta. Oh, glories to Lord Chaitanya. Oh, glories to Srimati Radharani. Bhakti Devi. And oh, glories, oh, glories. Oh, glories to Krishna. Oh, glories to all the followers of the first path. To all the real followers of Lord Chaitanya. Oh, glories. Oh, glories to Jesus Christ and his disciples and his devotees. Kalidas was an uncle of Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, and throughout his entire life, even in his old age, he tried to eat the remnants of food left by the Vaishnavas. And Kalidasa ate the remnants of food of as many Vaishnavas as there were in Bengal. He would go to all the Vaishnavas born in a Brahmana family. Be there the neophyte or advanced devotees and present them gifts of first-class eatables. He would beg remnants of... That's what we should do. We should beg for food. He would beg remnants of food from such Vaishnavas. And if he did not receive any, he would hide. After the Vaishnavas finished eating, they would throw away their dishes or leaves. And Kalidas would come out of hiding, take the leaves and lick up all the remnants. Being eager, he would also take gifts to the homes of Vaishnavas born in Sudra families. Doesn't matter where you have been born. You're not a Vaishnava, but a material bird. And then he would hide and eat the remnants of food they threw away. In this manner, there was a great Vaishnava named Jadu Thakura, who belonged to the Buni Bali caste. Kalidasa went to his home, taking mangoes with him. Kalidasa presented the mangoes to Jadu Thakura, and he offered him respectful obeisances. And then he also offered respectful obeisances to the Thakura's wife. When Kalidasa went to Jadu Thakura, he saw that saintly person sitting with his wife. And as soon as Jadu Thakura saw Kalidasa, he likewise offered his respectful obeisances unto him. After a discussion for some time with Kalidas, Jadu Thakura said something to him in sweet words. I belong to a low caste. And you are a respectable guest. How shall I serve you? If you will permit me, I shall send some food to a Brahmana's house, and there you may take prasada. If you do so, I shall then live very comfortably. But Kalidasa replied, my dear sir, please bestow your mercy upon me. I have come to see you, although I am very fallen and sinful. Simply by seeing you, simply by seeing you, I have become purified. I'm very obliged to you, for my life is now successful. My dear sir, I have one desire. Please be merciful to me. fondly, placing your feet upon my head. So that the dust on your feet may touch it. Jadu Thakura replied, "It doesn't befit you to ask this of me." I belong to a low-caste family, whereas you are a respectable, rich gentleman. Kalidasa then recited some verses, which Jadu Thakura was very happy to hear. Even though one is a very learned scholar in Sanskrit literature, if he's not engaged in pure devotional service, he's not accepted as my devotee. But if someone born in a family of dog eaters is a pure devotee, with no motives for enjoyment through fruitive activity or mental speculation, he is very dear to me. All respect should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. For such devotees are indeed as worshipable as I am. A person may be born in a Brahmana family and have all 12 Brahminical qualities, but if in spite of being qualified, he is not devoted to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who has a navel shaped like a lotus, is not as good as a Kandala who has dedicated his mind, his words, his activities, wealth and life to the service of the Lord. Simply to take birth in a Brahmana family or to have Brahminical qualities is not sufficient. One must be a pure devotee of the Lord. If a Svapacha or Chandala is a devotee, he delivers not only himself but his whole family. Whereas a Brahmana, who is not a devotee but simply has Brahminical qualification, cannot even purify himself, not to speak of his family. My dear Lord, anyone who always keeps your holy name on his tongue is greater than an initiated Brahmana. Although he may be born in a family of dog eaters, and therefore, by material calculations, be the lowest of men, he is glorious nevertheless. That is a wonderful power of chanting the holy name of the Lord. One who chants the holy name is understood to have performed all kinds of austerities. He has studied all the Vedas. He has performed all the great sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas. He had already taken his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage, and it is he who is factually the Aryan. Hearing these quotations from the revealed scripture, from the revealed scripture, Srimad Bhagavatam, Jadu Thakura replied, yes, this is true. For it is the version of Shastra. It is true, however, for one who is genuinely advanced in devotion to Krishna. Such a position may befit others, but I do not possess such spiritual power. I belong to a lower class and have not even a pinch of devotion to Krishna. Oh, a lot of things. Now, verse 30. Kalidasa again. He again offered his obeisances unto Jadu Thakura, and he asked his permission to go. The saint Jadu Thakura followed him as he left. After bidding farewell to Kalidas, Jadu Thakura returned to his home, leaving the marks of his feet plainly visible in many places. Kalidasa snared the dust from those footprints of his body. and, and then he hid in a place near Jadu Thakura's home. Upon returning home, Jadu Thakura saw the mangoes Kalidasa had presented within his mind. He offered them to Krishna Chandra. Jadu Thakura then took the mangoes from their covering of banana tree leaves and bark and offered them to Jadu Thakura, and then began to suck, who then began to suck and eat them. When he finished eating, he left the seeds on a banana leaf, and his wife, after feeding her husband, later began to eat. After she finished eating, she filled the banana leaves and bark with the seeds. She picked them up and threw them in the ditch where all the refuse was thrown. Kalidasa. Kalidasa licked the banana bark and the mango seeds and skins. And while he was licking them, he was overwhelmed in jubilation by ecstatic love. In this way, Kalidas ate the remnants of food left by all the Vaishnavas residing in Bengal. When Kalidasa visited Jagannath Puri, Nilachala, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he bestowed great mercy upon him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had been regularly visiting the temple of Jagannath every day. And at that time, Govinda, his personal servant, used to carry his water pot and go with him. On the northern side of the Simhadvara, behind the door, there are 22 steps leading to the temple. And at the bottom of those steps is a ditch. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would wash his feet in the ditch. And then he would enter the temple to see Lord Jagannath. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he orders his personal servant Govinda that no one should take the water that had washed his feet, because of the Lord's strict order. No living being could take the water, and some of his intimate devotees, however, would take it. Would take it by some trick. One day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was washing his feet in that place. Kalidasa came and he extended his palm to take the water. Kalidasa drank one palmful and then a second and a third. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu forbade him to drink more. Don't act in this way anymore. I have fulfilled your desire as far as possible. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most is the most exalted, omniscient, supreme personality of Godhead. And therefore, he knew that Kalidas, in the core of his heart, had full faith, had full faith in the Vaishnavas. And because of this quality, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu satisfied him with mercy not attainable by anyone else. On the on the southern side, behind and above the 22 steps, is a deity of Lord Nisringadeva. It's on the left as one goes up the steps toward the temple. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his left side towards the deity, offered obeisances to Lord Nisringa. As he proceeded toward the temple, he recited the following verses again and again, while offering his obeisances. I offer my respect. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Lord Nisringadeva, you are the giver of pleasure to Maharaj Prahlad, and your nails cut the chest of Hiranyakashipu like a chisel cutting stone. Lord Nisringadeva is here. And he's also there on the opposite side. Wherever I go, wherever I go, there I see Lord Nisringadeva. is outside and within my heart. Therefore, I take shelter of Lord Nisrivadeva, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, having offered obeisances unto Lord Nisrivadeva. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited the temple of Lord Jagannath. And then he returned to his residence. He finished his new duties and he took his lunch. Kalidasa was standing outside the door, expecting the remnants of food of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Knowing this, Mahaprabhu gave an indication to Govinda. Govinda understood all the indications of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, he immediately delivered the remnants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of his food to Kalidas. Taking the remnants of the food of Vaishnavas is so valuable that it induced Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to offer Kalidas his supreme mercy.
Who can eat these remnants, man? These remnants are so rare, man. Eat the remnants of what you know. What you're eating. I'm sitting there listening in this great truth and bliss of eating the remnants of Lalita Ganga's food, man. Her food stuff, man. This is the meaning of the story. If you don't know this meaning, you don't know the story. Eating the remnants of the food is exactly what you're seeing here on its highest platform, the deepest level. That's what's being offered here. Postgraduate understanding of Caitanya Charitamrita. You can see it with your own eyes, and then you start to eat it with your ears.
I ate yours first.
We're just a bunch of gluttons here eating real food, real remnants. People read the story, they don't even know what the hell they're talking about or listening to. This is a story. That's why nobody reads. It's postgraduates. So it's like trying to understand trigonometry when you can't even add and subtract. You know? You know? That's meaning of the story, eating these remnants. I mean, water to wash the feet of Lord Chaitanya. That's the water you see when Lalita's reading these things. It's water, that water, man. You could just look at that water, man. Hear that, those vibrations. Man, that's it. That's all. Man, you understand. You want to learn something, come here. We'll teach you what the essence of all life is. That's this. Eating transcendental food. This awakens the soul, enliven it. It's how we have. That's why we're here every day to eat this food, man. So we get stronger. It's getting so strong, man. After a while, we'll even get the Acharya Devs over here. They'll even start to wake up a little bit, man. It's true. Because this is the truth. This is what they, don't you think? Prabhupada said, well, Chaitanya Charitamrita is postgraduate, and what are we doing, man? We're teaching postgraduate. We're teaching by relishing it, man. Relishing these verses, relishing the holy name like this. This is the best place in the universe to be. Yeah.
It's postgraduate. For then it was post. Post means for later, but now it's a moment to eat it.
Yeah. Now is the time. It's because why? The food is available, otherwise it's not available. We're eating. We're teaching all about how to eat it and the glories of eating it. Everything to do is focused talks, focused teaching, focused understanding, focused on the essence of all truth. There ain't any truth better than this. Kali Das was living the life, man. We live the life here too. Yeah. You want to know about Kali Das, you got to come here and see the Kali Dasas here eating the remnants of the food of God and the Vaishnavas. That's the teaching here. Postgraduate gobble. Yeah, gobbling. That's right, man. Yes, it's just amazing. This story is so fantastic. These devotees are so dear to the Lord. Nobody could touch that water except Kalidas. Because you know why? Because that's how it is right here too, man. Nobody can touch this water here unless you develop faith in the devotees. You can't touch the water that's really washing Lord Chaitanya's feet. Until you have the greed, like Kalidas, he ate the remnants. He knew, hey man, that water washed the feet of my Lord, man. That is valuable, and he could partake of the He became. You think he just put it on him, and it was like going to the temple and they throw water. Oh, I could. No, he became ecstatic, literally. See, become ecstatic. You got to come and hear from devotees who cry when they chant the holy names, and cry and laugh and choke up, because then you eat that food, those remnants, and you become spiritually awakened and strong. You found what is immortality. You found what's better than the Holy Grail. That story, man. The liquid in the Holy Grail is here. You think I'm arrogant and all this? Well, I just tell you the truth, man. This is fantastic here. This is what Krishna consciousness is all about: is to meet devotees like you see here, meet devotees like Lalita Ganga, and hear that vibration of them eating real food, man. And not even these sannyasis, gurus, Brahmins, Pharisees. Even Christians, they can't eat the food that we're eating here. They won't take. They don't even know if it's food or not. We know it's food, and we go and gobble it up, man. We don't think about it. Is this clean or unclean food? No, we know. We just eat it, man, and find out what real cleanliness is. Yeah. Read on. Got my attention now. I just love it. He said, I'll tell you, you're all going to love it. If you don't got the knack yet, you're going to love standing up and glorifying the truth. Yeah, so I said, hey, Jonathan, why don't you? Oh, I don't know. I can't. Oh, come on. I'm going to make you a bold preacher, man. You're going to love getting up there in front of your old friends and saying, hey, man, this is the way it is. This is the truth, man. That's what they need. They want to see somebody, not this. Oh, that's so hard to do. Come on.
No, Janaki is a great preacher. She just
a great preacher. Get up there and do it.
She can express herself very good. She just needs to do it.
Just pretend they're telling you not to wear a mask. And then now just tell those people you're preaching to, the Vaides out there, pretend they're just saying, wear a mask, and then just let it out. Yeah. Yeah. So Amy says this is the best place in the universe. Nothing else has this powerful potency and feels even remote. That's why I call her up every day, man. See, that's bull. When I hear that, I'll call you up. Right? I want to talk to that girl. I even told her, I said, I'll pay half your fare. Come over here. I want to associate with devotees like that, not wimps. See this? I suppose he feels even remotely similar. I want to meet that person, man. I told her I want to see that person that preaches like that. Where'd she come from? Yeah. Let's give her a present, man. I'm paying half her fare. Anybody else give her some? Let's pay that. Let's give her a present, and that'll be a benefit for everybody. Anybody wants to donate, put something towards her plane fare to come here or camp out with us. Yeah, let's give it a real fair. So I
Yes.
half the fair, man. Anybody else, you throw it in there. You guys just figure it out how to do it. Whoever wants to. We'll get her over here. Man, we're going to have class. I'm telling you, it's going to be something special. Can you imagine that girl? She's writing these kind of things. Fantastic, man. It'll benefit us all. See? This is, this is the greed to be with devotees who appreciate Krishna. You don't know how good that makes a devotee feel. All of us that are real devotees, when you hear preaching like that, right? Doesn't that make you feel good? Doesn't that like, wow, this person's really appreciating what is transcendental. It's so rare. Yeah. 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 See, now you learn. This is how it works. That's why, Janaki's here. She said, I love these classes every day. She's listening to everybody, not only me, every person. Just listening, wants to hear. She just, I like to be with people like that. Don't you? The teacher with devotees like to be with fixed up, those who are connoisseurs of the real truth. That's why I don't like to be with Vaides. What, you guys have faith in rituals and ceremonies and all this, and you don't like these kinds of talks? Boring. I couldn't wait to get away from people like that. Or, we're preaching, talking about things, and people think they know all about it, and they know diddly squat. Okay, I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. I'll see you later, man. This is how it is. It's like that, man. You want to be with real devotees. That's why you come here. You're going to learn to be a connoisseur. You won't want to be with Mayavadis or friggin' Sadgurus. We'll get Tom up to speed, man. Consider this. Consider what? This is not even worthy to consider. It's good for preaching point. Thanks for bringing it up there, Tom. It's perfect. Yeah, I love it, man. Just bring that up there and we'll turn it into a preaching point. Give me anything. Give me the virus. Give me this. Give me that. Give me David Icke. Give me Biden. Give me all of them. We'll put them in relationship to Krishna, and then it'll make it really interesting and really fortifying, really worthy to listen to these things. Yeah. Go ahead, read on there.
Mute myself first.
Yeah.
Taking the remnants of food of Vaishnavas is so valuable that it induced Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu to
wait. I got a project for River. Make a GoFundMe for Amy to come here to camp. Camping thing. But I make it so that it's something, where you know how to do these things. So there's your project there. Keep you busy there. Go ahead there, Lolita.
Taking the remnants of the food of Vaishnavas is so valuable that it induced Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to offer Kalidasa his supreme mercy. Mm-hmm. Therefore, giving up hatred and hesitation, try to eat the remnants of food of Vaishnavas.
You can't do that. See, you come here, you'll be able to give up hatred. This is what keeps people from being amongst real devotees. See, you can't just give up. It's like say, when somebody hits you, turn the other cheek or be forgiving, and you're inside, you got hatred. You can't do it. Come here. We'll gobble up that hatred here. We'll get it out of you. So you can worship God truly, intimately, and you'll love to be around Vaishnavas. So give up hate. You come here and we'll practically show you and demonstrate how you will give up hatred. You'll give up anger. See, hatred keeps this game going on between the David Ikes and the illusionists. See, they hate each other. See? That's it. Keeps the world going around, pure and impure. This is good and this is bad. The evil against the good. They hate each other. The evil hate humanity, and the human, somebody that's somewhat human, they hate the demons, right? Come here, you'll give up all hatred and you'll deliver them all. You have the power to be better than the super soul, because the super soul can't get access, can't get in there. There's so much garbage on top. We got to approach from the outside. We got to storm the walls, storm the what do you call the palace over there? Palace of bullshit and lies and good and bad and evil and good and all that stuff. Come from the outside, got to charge, because the Lord can't get through to them, So he's dependent on this. You see why he depends on his devotees? Now, we got to become, a devotee first. Yeah. So the Lord can use us to penetrate these defenses from, he can't get through from the inside. So he has to empower devotees from the outside to lead the charge, break down. So, what do you think Nityananda has to plow and a club? This is for war. They say we're in World War III. Nah, we're World War V now, man. Leading the charge, where everybody's our enemy. Yeah, they think they're just enemies between each other. No, you demigods are our enemy. You demons are our enemy. We're after you. We're going to destroy you. And what's going to happen? You're going to get real life. Because we're going to destroy your illusion. You think you're into war. They like war games. I also like war games. Don't you like war games, Lolita? Tom? This is war. We're after everybody. Everybody's our enemy. So they can become our true friend. See? We destroy to give life. They destroy because they destroy, mundane things. That's the best they can do. We destroy the material illusion so that life can take birth. Time I am the destroyer of worlds. I just love saying that. But we destroy for life, man. This is my Lord Caitanya came to give life to the world. Life to the demigods, real life to the demons even. Why not, man? This is a great feather in his cap. That's why my Nityananda, my Lord Nityananda, did that. He said, I'm going to get these guys, these evil persons, these Jagai and Mana, I'm going to change them. I'm going to get my Lord to deliver them so that people can understand the power of the true Lord, true God. That Lucifer just dissipates right in his glory. Lucifer bows down to this Lord when the Lord is here. You'll see. He has no power over Lucifer. Over Krishna. That's his shadow. It just naturally bows to the light. The whole thing is to bring that transcendental Lord here. That's what we're doing. Every day, man, more and more potency, more and more light, more and more clarity, more and more life. Who has preaching like this? Who attacks everybody? No one I've seen. They're all siding with some form of illusion. Either demigods or demons or even just Vaidhi material mode of goodness God, Krishna in the mode of goodness. We attack that too. Just knock it all down. It's flimsy in the sight. You don't need it. Just come here. You're going to learn how to abandon all varieties of religion, man. You're going to see that in action here. We've abandoned all varieties of religion, and we take shelter of Radha and Krishna, and we have no fear. They protect us. I know that, and many of us are learning that. No, I don't need religion, Vaidhi bhaktis and ceremonies and this water superficial stuff. No, we don't need any of that anymore. No religion all mixed in with these hypocrites, leading the charge there. No, you need a one-pointed devotee who knows the truth to lead the charge. What else do you need? You find a real guru in this world, which I very rarely have seen. I haven't even seen one. Only read about him. Prabhupada was one of those. Jesus was one of those. Their real followers would be one of those. We're making real followers of Prabhupada here. Warriors! Yeah, really. You don't have that war, you're no friggin' guru, man. You got to have the truth. You got to be Satchidananda in this world. Sometimes soft like a flower. You see that? You got to show. If the Lord doesn't show his thunderbolt here, then you're not seeing the real deal. You got to understand the Lord's qualities. He comes through his flutes and he blows that tune. That's his qualities, man. Who he is, what he is. Everything you read in the scriptures, you start seeing through that kind of flute, that kind of living devotee. Man, it's all like Jesus said, leading to that bona fide spiritual master to be delivered out of illusion. You don't take shelter here, I don't know where you're going to get this kind of instruction or destruction and dismantling of all the illusions, obstacles in the way of the Garden of Eden or Vrindavan. Go ahead there, Lalita. Read on. Give me some more ammunition. I feel like I'm on a shooting range, target shooting, man. Give me something to target. Give me a target.
Therefore, giving up hatred and hesitation, try. Giving up hatred and hesitation, try to eat the remnants of food of Vaishnavas. For you will.
Yeah. See, that's the eagerness. Give up hatred, hesitate. Oh, should I come to Sadhu Sangha? I don't know. I'm afraid. Give it up, man. Come here. Don't worry. You're going to get everything that you desire and so much more. You come up, it will even help you give up the hatred because of your own, you can't do it, man. You need some help here. Come here, give up the hatred. You'll give it up. You'll give it up here. I hate you, Gauri. Someday you're going to say, hey, you're going to hate me for what I say. Ask anybody, especially what's her name, Mary Sachi. Ask and River and all that, and there'll be some hatred coming up, and it's great. You're giving it up, and it'll be permanent. These psychologists don't have the power to give up your hatred and all that. They still have hate themselves. How can you get that? You have to be with people who have no hatred for anybody, really. Even though it appears I have hate and all this and anger, and you think any of that is any? It's all a drama, my friends.
They see through wrong eyes, material eyes.
Yeah. This is all a drama to deliver people, to teach them what a real devotee is of God. What is the real nature, man? That, hey, man, all those feelings you see in the world, you're going to see in a real devotee who's expressed. I have the order to express this. I have full, unrestricted to show what a real devotee is. And that's the purification, because it's going to bring up all your crazy bullshit in your mind that you think, all your speculations, all the lies you've been taught by these gurus who don't know what Krishna really is and Radha really is. Here you have experienced devotees. You're going to see the full range of an enlightened being from the spiritual world, the ones that usually go and don't come back. Well, they're back here. and backing you up here. You want backup, man? You got it. You know, anybody has any spiritual feeling or sense or, you know, of God and all that, you got backup now. You want that? If not, get the hell out and let Maya mow you down. Take many lifetimes. But now you got backup here, man. My Lord's backing me up, and I'm backing you up. We're backing you up. Okay? And then you get so much backup, then you start backing other people up there. Amy Rose. Here, read this, Tom.
Amy Rose, replying to Karuna Sindhu Das. Karuna Sindhu Das, it doesn't appear to me that you feel like Tom. You seem to feel jealousy and anger, but that is only my New Jersey waitress opinion, which means very little in the big scheme of things.
Bullshit. Doesn't mean very little. That's your truth. You know, and that's what you're calling it like you see it. That's good. Call everything. Everybody should do that. Call it like you see it. Karuna's doing it. He's acting out. So hey, man, you know, the Lord is giving you stuff. That's the dynamics here, is how people change, how people transform. That's how you are being set free. Be yourself, man, whatever that is. Stop. I like to stop hearing this thing. Oh, I think it's the false ego. False ego. Don't, you know, get rid of that. Just don't even mention it. Just be yourself. Yeah. You seem to feel jealousy and anger. It's true. All he has to do is look at it. You know, that's part of his thing. This is what comes up is jealousy and anger. And so repentance is just to admit, I'm actually jealous and angry. See? But see, these things are hidden from us. They have to come out. See? So that's you're part of the equation there, Amy. That's what I told you yesterday. Just keep being real. Don't say, well, I probably shouldn't and all that. Hey, man, I got your back here. And anybody else. You know, you're part of helping others. The Lord is giving you that intelligence, that understanding. That's how we help each other. So just to express it. It's good. Thank you. Okay. All right. Go ahead there, Lalita. I didn't even let you finish. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. Try to eat the remnants of the food of Vaishnavas, for you will thus be able to achieve your desired goal of life.
Yeah, that's it, man. Come here now and learn what eating the real remnants are. I mean, if you do that, you know, long enough, you'll meet the devotees and eat their remnants of their talks. You know, because they're, you know, the Lord is playing. When a devotee is speaking to you or chanting the holy name, the Lord is playing that flute, man. And the flute is enjoying it. The Lord is enjoying it. And if you're there listening, you're going to get purified and you'll give up your hatred and whatever's in the way. And then you'll also start enjoying it. You'll be like Arjuna. See, because the Lord, Krishna, is using that devotee to preach real Krishna God consciousness in this world. And then you'll be like Arjuna. You'll be literally a family member, and what you do will be the path. Oh, Krishna, keep on speaking, man, because your words are like nectar. They give me great joy. This path is one of joy. You'll be like that. See, you've got to be like that to be delivered. Otherwise, you're not like, see, you got to be like Jesus. You got to be like Arjuna. You got to be like Maharaj Parikshit. If you're not like them, you're not delivered yet. You don't know you're not ready for the Bhagavatam. That's why Janaki's friend's not ready for the Bhagavatam. Most gurus are not ready for the real Bhagavatam. There's no room for this word. This word is here to deliver people. I've already proved it. We proved it. My Lord proved it here. This word is powerful enough to liberate a whole universe. Why? Because my Lord is here working through the devotees. That's why look at Lalita, man. Look, because of her faith in this word. She can she's like Arjuna. See, Arjuna's also, yes, I love hearing these things. I'm listening myself. You don't think the flute is alive, man. It loves to be played by God, the true Lord. Go ahead there, Lalita. Egg me on a little bit more.
You will be able to achieve your desired goal of life. Yeah, that's so simple.
Yeah.
The remnants of food.
See, that's why unless you really want God, see, if that's not your desire, you won't last here. You want something else. But those who really want this relationship, where like, oh yeah, that's so attractive. That's the greed. See? That's it, man. We really want that. Go ahead.
The remnants of food offered to Lord Krishna are called Maha Prasadam. And after this same Maha Prasadam has been taken by a devotee, the remnants are elevated to Maha Prasadam. The dust of the feet of a devotee. The water that has washed the feet of a devotee. And the remnants of food left by a devotee are 3 very, very powerful substances.
Yeah, read that again. We'll break it down.
The dust of the feet of a devotee, the water that had washed the feet of a devotee.
See, the dust of the feet of a devotee, it's actually Krishna. They partake of the dust. See, Krishna is the book Bhagavat. Krishna is his name. See? So he's the dust that the devotees are. See, it's both the devotee and the Lord. You get both. That's why you got to get a real devotee. When you get a real devotee, you're getting Krishna. When you're getting Krishna, you're getting the real devotee. That's why by the mercy of Krishna, when you're sincere, you get guru, that kind of guru. See? And by that guru, see, now you're taking real dust. Gold dust. You become golden. See? And by the mercy of that dust, of that guru, you get Krishna, the relationship with Krishna, like that guru does. You get their treasure. They give you their treasure. What do you think? I have life. I can give it to you abundantly. Yeah? Hell, you don't think that? You got to be like a Jesus, man. Hey, man, I got life too. You come here. You see with your own ears that you get life abundantly here. Every day we are fed. We have sitting down at this feast table. Anybody, the whole universe can sit down on this feast here also. Where do you get talks like this? Where do you see ecstasy like this, chanting the holy name? It's like you're getting a trip right back 550 years ago with the devotees of Lord Caitanya who were here and are here now again. Where do you get that actual representation? You get all this talk and nothing happening. No revelation, no realization. No, you come here after a while, you say, I'm in the pastimes of Lord Caitanya. Ask Janaki. You don't think this is a pastime of Lord Caitanya? Well, you probably listen to Acharya Dev too much. Or Jayapatakas. or any of those guys, because the pastimes of the Lord are revitalized here, reanimated here, revived here, revival. It's not clear enough yet? Well, just around. Well, make it more clear. You notice every day a better class. Where's that coming from? You show me any guru that every day they do a better class. You only get same olds, repeats. Ooh, Amy, she's getting good. I'm training her up. She's gonna be my what do you call, messenger to Karuna. She's after him, man. I'm gonna get her. Okay. Okay, go ahead there. See, the water that washed the feet of Krishna too. You see, see, and then, so you get that from the devotee. You get the water that's washing the feet of Krishna. That's his name, isn't it? Radha and Krishna's name. You know, you see water coming down. Where do you get? That's where you got to be. You want to know a real Krishna consciousness, you got to be where the water is washing the feet of Krishna. You notice we give you the esoteric. Who knows these things? Who understands these things? Only Krishna knows, and only his devotees, intimate devotees know, right? No one else knows these things. They're so confidential. Yeah. You got to come here to know.
Absolutely.
Gee whiz, you know. So that's the whole thing, is clarity. We're here to give clarity to the world. Get the cobwebs of Maya out of everybody's eyes and ears. You know, move Maya away. Go ahead there. You're probably getting a little tired now. I know.
No, don't worry. I yearn more these last days. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Don't worry. By rendering service to these three, one attains the supreme goal of ecstatic love.
There you go, rendering service to these three. You know, the water that washes feet. You want to know how to render service? Come to class every day or whenever you can. Develop faith in this preaching. This is service. See? Come, you know, the dust. Hear the, you know, see the real dust, the fairy dust. You know, makes you a transcendental fairy. You know, not the fairies they're generating here, these genderless bullshitters out there becoming really odd-looking, weird people. Here you become a transcendental personality. You know, you actually fly. Yeah. You know, in this world, you're flying, literally. Alilita flies, you know, just in ecstasy, man. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
In all the revealed scriptures, this is loudly declared again and again. But I
see, this is the essence. This is the essence of how to make it to the spiritual world. This is what Jesus is talking about. Faith in me, faith in my word. See, all sins are forgiven. This is what we're teaching for the Vaishnavas. It's their time now. Faith in this word, all sins will be, all superficialities will be transcended. You'll understand the essence of truth, that the tears coming from the devotee's eyes is the best place to where to get that water. You know, and that dust is the word that they're relishing in ecstasy. That's the dust. If the Vaishnavas, we can deliver millions here. If you understand that this is the place to get it. You show me a better, more clear, more powerful place to get Krishna. How badly do you want that, Lord? How badly do you want to know Radharani? See? So just give us the few right now and we'll make them into warriors and they'll destroy the all of illusion of all the devotees. We're already working on that, man. When you guys get up there, you know, and just boldly preach the truth and not paying any mind to the illusion, Hey, man, this is the truth. And they throw all their little weak weapons at you, and it's like, you just move them aside, man. Like Arjuna. You got Krishna, man. He said, he got into service. He realized, oh, man, I got Krishna behind me. Yeah, authorized. You like these message and getting authorization here, increasing. Okay, go ahead.
Therefore, my dear devotees, please hear from me, for I insist again and again.
See, this is
Please.
postgraduate. This is postgraduate. You notice why? Because Prabhupada knew people can't understand these things. It'll just be like some historical thing. Oh, yeah, read a nice book. Thank you very much. No, you got to hear these deep revelations and realizations from a devotee where water pours from their eyes. You got to see a real pujari, man, a transcendental pujari. Their body is the temple. They don't need to go and build a big temple, No, their body is already a temple, man. That water is thrown on you when you see them cry in ecstasy. Laughing and crying. See, now you're seeing the real darshan of the Lord. You go to the temple to get darshan. This is more powerful. That's why Krishna says, my devotees are more powerful than the darshan of the deities. See, because in the temple you don't see the deities crying. See, but when you see a devotee, you're seeing that enacted in this world, alive. Is that slower? This is fast. This is vast, also vast, ever deepening understanding. You can go to the temple, every day, but you don't hear revelations and realizations on Caitanya Leela like this. That's why, this guy, this teaching goes for all you Vaitis out there. Janaki's friend got a set of Chaitanya Charitamritas 5 friggin' years ago. And I asked, did you read them? Oh, no, not interested. And my students all, read, they love these books. And the person's still not smart enough to think, well, God, this is an important book. He still thinks, yes, I really understand Krishna consciousness. Here, the most important book in this universe is there. Haven't read it, but my students are all reading this. How about you, Acharya Dave? How many of your students are reading those books? How many are reading 10th Canto and relishing that? Or even reading Bhagavad Gita and showing it in terms of pure devotional service? How many? Not even one, because you're not doing it yet. I listened to it. He ain't doing it yet. He just dazzles people with some intellect. That ain't good enough, man. We want to make you better. Yeah. If we can make him better, then his devotees will become better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise we gotta, it's better to get, the head, and then, because then the others who think he's the head, well, we'll make you the real head. You got to become a real Vaishnava. All of you guys, all of you got to show that you are empowered by the Transcendental Lord to be the real guru now, because this is the gold standard. It's here. It's active. It's been activated. It's not asleep anymore. It's here. You got to show you're at least this good, otherwise step aside and let us deliver people, because that's the work here. We're here to deliver the devotees. I'm here to serve Prabhupada. My service to Prabhupada will be fulfilled when many of his followers who love his books and want to know his books are delivered. I'm not happy with just few of you people. I want to see lots of people getting this, lots of people becoming acharyas. not some. Can you imagine devotees don't even think in those terms? I do, because I have acharyas coming up here. Look at Lalita. You got to be like an acharya material to chant like her or like Johan. Have dreams like that? Are you kidding? Look what we're making here. That's why I'm getting bold. I'm seeing results. It's inspiring. I want to see more results. I'm very greedy. Now I'm greedy from my own. Now I'm greedy. I want to see others get this too. Must be the Lord. That's part of his thing. He wanted to taste this and he wanted to teach how to relish this, right? We read that. We're doing a pretty good job, right? You teach by example. You got to relish chanting Hare Krishna. That's why that's not really being a very high quality guru if you can just talk about knowledge of scriptures and all that. But the taste isn't awakened in you or any of your disciples. No, we're teaching like Lord Caitanya did, right? He came to taste this nectar. We just read the verse. Taste this nectar of ecstatic love and to teach his students how to do it, his followers. We're doing that, right? This is the best place. This is postgraduate. Come on, man. We'll give you honorary degrees to come here. Honorary degrees to learn this. That's what automatically you get everything you need here. Everything. We give you the books. We give you the feeling. We just unload you of all that hatred for the demons and demigods, or your mother and your father, all that stuff, all that conditionings. Yeah, just come here, unload. We'll unload, unpack all that stuff. Have a garage sell it to the fault finders who go against Vaishnava. We'll give it to them. Give them more weight. Make them like really, so that they will let it go too eventually. Okay, read this, Tom.
Amy Rose. Personally, I am sick and tired of all the smoke and mirrors of this world. I only want truth, and that is why I listen to you and love you, Srila Gaura Haridas, because this is the most truth I have ever discovered, and I want more.
I love people. Oh my God. What a friend Krishna has given us, huh? Look at this, man. Really greedy, really wants. He's tired of the smoke and mirrors. Yeah, that's it, man. That means you come into this world like with the greed, and just tired of all the smoke and mirrors, man. People are not tired of it out there. That's why they don't find this. Yeah, great. Thank you for being who you are. Yeah, okay, we've been 3 hours and 7 minutes. That's good enough for now. I think we'll just take a little break here. Consider all these things, my friends. Maybe we'll take a little break, huh, Lolita? You can take some rest here a little bit. You did good. You did really good. Isn't she a great reader? My God, man. I just pray, give me the benediction. I can read like you. I can chant like you, man. I just really want that. Just give me that benediction. Put your feet on my head, man, so that I can be like a devotee like you. Really. Yeah. Johan also. I mean, he just opens his mouth and he's just so ecstatic. Don't we all like that? We want to be like that. See? Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. And
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll rest up a little bit do our prescribed duties, whatever those are. And Hare Krishna. We'll see you a little bit later.